guys, welcome to the channel. We're at Dyno Solutions with Adam at ND72. So we got the SLK and the Dyno. Now, we're literally coming right off the street. It's just me and then their Dyno assistant. So we're going to do a couple pulls. I'll go over everything after the video, but we're just kind of in a little bit of a rush. I got 3 bags of ice. We're literally just hopping on the Dyno right off the road and start doing pulls. So we did the first pull, no fans, no nothing, and we did 394 horsepower, but we didn't have the torque set up yet. So then we did the second pull, like literally a couple minutes later, 412, 446 foot-pounds of torque, and then there's the graph hitting it at 3,000 RPMs. So now we got some ice I'm throwing on the intake to kind of cool it down, and we're going to throw some bags of ice in the back. And that should help because when we did the first to second pull, I did add ice, but now we're going to let it cool down for at least 5 minutes because we're basically doing back-to-back pulls. And I want to keep it heated just like when I'm at the drag strip. I don't want this to be completely cold because every time I go to the drag strip, it's never cold, it's always hot. So we're going to do that and we'll do one more pull. Hey guys, thanks for watching these videos. At this moment, clearly if you're watching this video, you must own an SLK32, a C32, an SRT6, or a Crossfire. And you're already enjoying the M11-2 platform and M11-2K platform. But you know what everyone else likes? Saving a little bit of money. One way to do that, I got a coupon code for you. I got 10% off of an intake from Needswings and bigger crank pulley from Needswings. I'm putting a link below. I'll probably put something right around here of a little thing to remind you. But the coupon code is ND_72. And make sure when you go in there and it says, how'd you hear about us? Also put ND_72, and that should get you 10% off of a bigger crank pulley for more boost. Soon I'll be installing this on my car right here, and you actually will see a how-to in doing it and everything you need. This is I'm pretty sure it's a 178 crank pulley from Needswings. That coupon code will get you 10% off of that and 10% off the sweet intake. Not this exact one, because this is mine, but you'll be able to get the Needswings dual intake for 10% off. Pick whatever color you want. I like my color. I can't remember what it's called, but I think it was like candy red. And this kit is very easy to install. I made a video of it, or basically you're watching that video right now. So hope you guys like it. Remember, Needswings website, coupon code is ND_72. Let's get back to that video. All right, we're going for round 2. at 417, 438. So a little bit more horsepower, a little less torque. Okay, so we made it back from the dyno. Now let's kind of go over everything. Now, I do regret how much filming I did there. It was a little bit of an interesting situation. So let me just kind of explain the story of the day-ish. So I called up to make a dyno appointment. They said, okay, you don't need an appointment, just come on in. We have 2 dynos. Usually we're not packed. I was like, okay, perfect. So originally I was going to have my buddy come and he was going to help me film, but he met some dude or something like that, needless to say. But, so I go down there by myself, and I just figured, because I've done dynos before, it's usually like you walk in there, you give them your keys, and you can just watch. They do everything. So I show up there, and I was like, hey, I want a dyno, and blah, blah, blah. So he told me the price and all that stuff, and it was super cheap. I will tell you that. So super cheap. So the guy's like, okay, do you want to drive it? And I was like, I've never really done it before. He's like, well, it's not that hard. And I was like, okay, I'll do it. And basically what he said, because there was only 2 of them there that day, so if I didn't drive it, I would have to wait until he was freed up because he was doing work on another car. Because this place was a mechanic shop. They do a lot of high-end, or not high-end, but high-performance Honda stuff. But they also had the all-wheel drive dyno and the other dyno. So the dyno we used was a dynejet. The temperature outside was 71 degrees. I literally drove 1 hour to the dyno, drove it up on the dyno myself, was super effing nervous because I didn't really know what we were doing or anything like that. So the first run, we just did the dyno, and then I asked for torque and a couple other things. He was like, okay, we got to calibrate it. So he was having me calibrate it, like he was telling me what to do. So that was a super cool experience. That's why you see me in the car. We did it in 4th gear, and how we have to do it on my car is I have a VTEC TCU tune, so I just put it in winter mode and then shut ESP off, and then I just go up to 4th gear, and it held. Like literally it holds it in 4th gear where I was able to floor it. Second thing that we kind of did, so what I found out, I don't know why, but starting in 3,000 RPMs was kind of like the sweet spot to floor it. I don't know if I was supposed to start lower, but I just did it on roughly like 2,700, 3,000 RPMs. The boost was 21 and a half boost. And then if you look at my AFRs, they were all pretty good. We had one little spot where we dipped down to 10, but then we kind of go like 12 and change it. Nothing in 13, nothing sketchy. So it was all very good on there. So super happy about that. Now, on the 3rd pull, if you saw there was like a thing of smoke or mist, more or less what it was, that got me really scared for a second there, but I'm 90% sure we figured out what it was, because the first pull, I literally came off the road, did a pull. No ice, no cool down, no literally nothing. And then the second pull was literally right back to it where I was like, well, all right, let's just go do it again. So we literally shut the car off, check the straps, do that. So maybe a 5-minute cool time. Did the second pull, all right? And then when it came to the 3rd pull, I was like, let me add some ice to it, because before I only had like a handful of ice, if even on number 2. So on number 3, if you saw, I threw that bag of ice on there right when we shut off the car. So we threw the bag of ice on there, and it had maybe a 6-minute window time to wait. And I tried to add a little bit in the tank, but I didn't really get any in the tank because I had literally no way to drain it. I was not thinking, because I'm on a dyno, so I can't dump my fluid everywhere. So I just kind of filled up to the top of the tank. So back to what that smoking mist was. We looked over the whole car. I looked over everything. I went and did like 3 or 4 pulls. Car runs fine. What it was, 90% sure, you saw that bag of ice I had on there? That bag of ice was not brand new and not full. There was a hole in it. So as the motor shook, it literally was dumping water into that side. So I think I finally just hit the manifold, like literally just dripped down and went, tsh, because it was just like a little puff. And I think like 1 ice cube just hit it and puffed up, because the car still pulls and runs perfectly fine. So the final numbers that we had were, let me double check. I'll put it up on like the screen maybe over here, but let me pull it up on my phone so I don't forget, because I took a picture of it. I didn't get a dyno sheet. I didn't even think to ask. I was just like kind of in such a cluster. So our final stuff was 417 horsepower and 446 foot-pounds of torque. So this is at 71 degrees, outside ambient. This is no ice, no nothing. Florida, just drive in and drive out. So I think if I would have let the car chill, and we didn't put any fans on because literally I was running the dyno and doing everything like that. I forgot to put, I didn't even ask to turn the fans on. And yes, they had fans all over the wall. I just forgot it. So the guy helping me was just literally, he was just controlling the brake and kind of like showing me how to set it up and doing all that stuff. And then he was supervising more or less. But I forgot about the fans, which I don't know if that would add any power, but I think it couldn't hurt. And I didn't want to do a cool down time, because I just was like so nervous about being there by myself. But I'm still super happy with those numbers. So to go over what the car has again on it. First of all, I want to say thank you to two people, and that is Rob from Needswings. So if you want any parts from him, he sells a lot of SRT6 stuff, a lot of M11 2K stuff, and a good amount of M11 3K stuff. So you guys can hit him up on his website. It should be needswings.com. And if you guys want to get a coupon code, you can put where you heard about us, ND72. That should get you a discount on some parts for the SLK32, the C32, and the Crossfire stuff. Like, I think I still get discounts on intakes, which their intake is super nice looking, and it does make power, and then the crank pulley. So even if you don't like the way, if you don't think intake's adding power, the crank pulleys 100% do. So on this car, what I have is a 178 crank pulley, a 65mm Needswings, no, take that back. Needswings 175 crank pulley setup, a VTEC 65mm clutch delete, a Needswings surge tank modification, where it's basically you got your little crossover tubes, which do drop boost and give you a little bit more horsepower. Headers on the car, Needswings intake, and then for cooling, I got the Needswings front mount stuff. I got a custom trunk tank. That's kind of really it for cooling. I don't have like a crazy cooling system like I do on my E55 where I have top mounts. This car, maybe one day I'll do something crazy like that, but right now it works pretty well. So I'm super happy with the car. I am going to be going to the drag strip really soon, so we'll see what those numbers are going to do. But it's also not that cold in Florida right now. It is what, January right now, but still not that cold. But super happy with the car. If you guys got any info about there, if anyone tell me, oh, I have higher dyno numbers, I did this more dyno, my grandma does these dyno numbers, that's cool and all, because every dyno is different. The main reason why I picked this dyno place, because it's down the road from my house, and I could just modify this car, do anything in my other cars, and I can go right back there, so it's the same dyno every time. So I have a little bit of consistency. But the numbers that really do matter in the real world are actual drag time numbers, are 60 to 130s. So, but doing a dyno is good to like just monitor stuff, and it's more of a controlled environment. Next time when I take my E55 and my SL to this dyno, I'm going to be so much more confident, because now I kind of know how the whole thing works. So, throw some comments down below, guys. Throw a like down there. Tell me what you think about it, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Oh, before everyone goes, I need to describe something that's happening in my next, like, 3 videos, roughly. So, I have 3 videos coming up. This dyno one, a drag race one with the SLK, and then I have another one showing how much it weighs. These videos were not shot in order that they're being shot out there, that they're being coming out to you guys. So some of them are like, oh, this, because I did a drag racing video, then I went to dynos, and then I'm going to weigh it. All in 3 days' time, because I wanted to try to get the most numbers. So yesterday, which you guys aren't going to see the drag racing video until next time, was literally the day before today where I drag raced it. And then today, that way they have the same exact temperatures. So the temperature and everything how the car was is what I drag raced it yesterday, dynoed it today, and then I'm going to go get it weighed tomorrow. So that way you know everything about this car, so I'm not covering up anything. Because my goal with this car is try to be the world's fastest SLK32 with no nitrous, no meth, no nothing like that. Drive it to the track, full AC, interior, blah, 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 all that stuff. So I'm trying to show you everything, so I'm very transparent. But, like I said, talk to you guys later. Hopefully you like this video. Comment down below. I got some merchandise coming out soon that's going to be kind of cool, I think. You might saw a glimpse of it in this video, but we'll talk about that more later, and catch you guys next time.